he said, how much you willing to give me for the land? Now, and so I said, well, I had thought about it. I said, I'll give you 1,600, I think it was. He said, you must be crazy.
And now moving and retiring in the Philippines. Tell us about, we talked about this, but tell us about, um, the land that you got, that story, and you were building, and now you live in a beautiful
Oh my God.
area. But what made you come to
Oh my.
Iloilo is that you're dealing with something. So
Let me
tell
preface this
us.
by saying this now. It may sound unbelievable, but the proof in the pudding. We have pictures, and some of you guys who are friends with me, you can validate this by looking at my page. So it's gonna sound far fetched, but it's just true story. Why don't you tell them about the little dream you had, and I'll go from there.
Okay. I had a dream this when I visited my friend. We worked together in Subic Bay. And we visited her. They live in Tucson, Arizona.
Okay.
And either the aspirin that I took that made me that dream. So I was sleeping and I was like, I'm on the air, like doing like that. And then I see this valley, all kind of plantation, like coconut, things like that. So I told him about that thing that I had a dream, and then we come here for vacation, and then I saw that exactly land that I have in my dream. So we offered the price, and
So,
Okay.
so she had this dream, kind of like Dr. Martin Luther King. I had a dream. So we come here and visit her family because her family's from Bicol region, and we came there and we was just out walking that day and we came across this property. She said, "Oh my God, this is the property that I dreamed about." Now I'm gonna tell you something. The property looked like 20 miles of bad highway, just ugly, weeds all, just but jungle, So she said, "Oh, this is the thing." So I said, "Okay, well let's check on it." And so we found out who the owner was, and I called him up, and he quoted me some astronomical amount of money. I forgot how much it was. They sell by
think-
square meter
I
here.
think he asked you like 3 million for. I remember it's like 3 million for the whole 1 hectare.
Because in those days, that's about $60,000, but in that days it's probably even more. And so he said, how much you willing to give me for the land? Now, and so I said, well, I had thought about it. I said, I'll give you 1,600, I think it was. He said, you must be crazy. He said, you can't buy this kind of land for that much. I said, well, that's my offer. Here's my number. If you're interested, call me up. Well, we were here, I think, on leave, and 1 or 2 weeks later, he called me up and says, the land that you want is yours, and if you want to buy some more, I'll sell you some more. So we bought 2.5 acres, which is 1 hectare here, for $1,600.
That's crazy.
And then from there, I don't know. I don't want to pat myself on the back, but it's like we live in like a botanical garden. Anything in the Philippines grows. You stick it in the ground, it grows. And so we got fruit trees. We got it's just such a beautiful place. And so it's our sanctuary for us. It's our home, and we love living there.
Yeah. So that year you bought the land. That was what year?
2007.
2007. But you moved back, and so how many years have passed before you really moved back, and you decided that, all right, it's time to retire and build, and yeah.
2007, we bought the land on vacation.
Yeah.
And so, of course, we kept continuing to work because we had to work. They take care of family. And so we continued to work, and we would come over on vacation, go back, continue to work, come on vacation. So we went back and forth for a while, and then finally, I got to be 61 years old, and I said, "Oh my God!" I kept telling people I'm going to go to the Philippines. They said, "Oh yeah, you're right. You must be crazy. You must be smoking something." I said, "I'm going back." And when the time comes, I mean, okay, it was time to go. The marbles had got down. Remember the story about the marbles to one. And man, we got rid of everything, and we came back here, and we sold everything. We sent like 21 boxes back here to the Philippines, to include Chuck Norris's Total Gym, because I'm a fitness. We kept sending that back here, and I think a television it was a screen.
And all kind of electronics,
Yes.
computer,
Yes.
things like that.
And I want to just say this: make sure that you know what's over here before you come. A lot of things you don't need, but we brought the things we did our due diligence to learn about the place. So we brought the things we need. And so we came back here in 2015 when I retired. We lived there with our sister for 2 years. We said, okay, it's time for us to start building. And we never looked back. We built our home and got everything done, step by step. And it's great, man. Two and a half acres, living in tropical paradise every day, fruit trees. It's good. Everything's paid for. God really blessed us here.
Right. Yeah, that's the thing. They finally have their own space and a big space. You have posted some things on Facebook, like the way you want to help this school. So I really want people to
That's
see
good.
that and
Good point.
maybe like people who want to help out in this school, because I really like that they have a mission for helping.
Yes.
Let me say something. I want to kind of prequel that too as well, because there's a big narrative that guys come here and just are takers and takers, and we're taking advantage of people here, and they don't really realize that a lot of expats that come here, of how much we really put back into the communities. Yeah, because I mean, our business, for instance, we, at times, I think at our height, we had 25 employees, and most of them were either students or single moms or married, young families with a few kids. And, we paid them more than minimum wage, especially in Puerto Princesa. If they needed time off, we gave them time off to be with their families, just the bonuses and just a lot that we did. We're not all takers when we come here to the Philippines. We try to really improve people's lives around us, and we really feel good from that. So, you'll hear another example through Morris and Lydia that, what they're doing as well. So I just wanted to make that note, because that is a narrative that expats and men just come here to, take advantage of people and just take and take. So just tell us some stories, of some things about what y'all do.
We came here as missionaries. That's what we do. The foundation thing is help people to help themselves. Those adage about, you give a fish, they want another one, but you teach them how to fish, they can fish it themselves. So we help the poor people, and we're not sponsored by any church or anything in America. We take 15% of our income, because we were able to get debt free here. We don't have any bills, mortgage, everything's paid off. So I take 15% of my income, and that's what we do. And we've helped. We've helped to refurbish schools. We built houses for people. Bought vehicles, fed the poor. A little goes a long way here. I mean, I think, what's the average salary here that a Filipino makes? Average salary
It
a
would
month,
be like 10,000 peso. So
Which is how much in dollars?
200 in USD.
200. You imagine?
Yeah.
$200
For a month.
for a month. And so it's a lot of, you can do so much good here, and we've just helped a lot of people to make, and you can have all the money in the world, and it's just you're not happy. But when you can help someone else, you will understand what it is more blessed to give than to receive. You're blessed to be a blessing, and just to be able to help people and see the smile on their face that because I want to say this, we grew up poor. I remember times we didn't have any. We would have salt sandwiches and sugar sandwiches, and I would tell my grandmother, Grandmother, I want some more meat. She used to tell me, well, you better go meet Jesus. That's all the meat that's here. And so when you grew up that way, you want to help people. My wife grew up poor. But we ain't poor no more. But it's just real good to be able to help people. Understand this. we didn't just do that here. We did it in America too. We help people. So it's not something we got over here to start. We help people there. But that's what life is about. It's about helping people, like their channel. You can help people with finances. You can help with information. The bottom line is you're helping, not a hindrance. And that's what they're doing. They're helping people. That's what life is about. Right now, the project we're doing now, we're working with the school. The school districts here aren't like the school district in America. They only help them with so much money, you know, and it got even tougher for schools with the COVID. So we're working on a school now. Just imagine a classroom where sometimes the kids come and they're hungry, they don't have food to eat. Or you come in the classroom, one classroom we this building working on, you got mold on the roof. You got rain coming inside the classroom. You got one fan for 20, 25, 30 students, and you're talking about tropical heat. How can you learn when you're hungry and, you know, the rain's coming in or you're hot? And so we said to ourselves, look, if we're going to make a difference here, what makes a difference? Knowledge. What makes knowledge easy to understand? Put them in an environment where they can understand, where they're fed, where they have the roofs are fixed, you know. So we're working on right now refurbishing this school, you know, giving them fans and things like that. This is our project right now. But all that, because the young people are going to make a difference, and they're tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know, this starts within the school. I heard it said that learning starts, the first, how does it say about school of instructions at home? That's the first school that you're in. It starts at home. You start here, they be good. You teach them here. When they get to be grown, they'll be better adults. We have sponsors. We have 2 people that have helped us. Right now, one family is helping us, and they've been a great help to send money over here to help us along with our money. And so they help make a difference. You know, they have blessed us tremendously to bless people. And it's also blessed us individually. So you guys know who you are. One of you, I will say, is a chief in the Navy, retiree. The other one's for the Civil Service. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I find that a lot of the veterans and you know, government workers that end up retiring here are really, you know, a lot of them really invest back into the community, you know, because, you know, we have the discipline, we may have, you know, the funding to do that. Of course, it's important. And we just, I don't know, it just seems like, it doesn't surprise me, you know, when I met Morris and he's a Marine, and I meet a lot of vets along here, almost really a high majority of the people that I meet, where if they didn't do, you know, long careers, they at least served their 4 years or whatnot in the military. And they're all very concerned about the environment and the people and, you know, the quality of life.
We do it, we actually don't have any middleman. So we want to make sure that the
Hands-on.
yes, we want to make sure that the thing that donating is going to directly to the, because we want to make sure that you know, you have middleman, then you never know what's gonna happen to the middleman.
This disappears a lot
Do you
here.
have like any, what you call that?
Parting words.
No, not parting words, but good tips to the people retiring here in the Philippines.
Listen to people who are give you sound content. Like I say, do your due diligence to find all you can prior to coming here. It's like reading a good book. You can follow a lot of mistakes. So listen to people who are coming here, and if you listen to like 3 or 4 different YouTubers and they're all saying the same thing, that's probably true. You know, they're saying like, you should take a look at this area, this area, this area. But if I had to say one thing about things you really need, one of the top things you need to be concerned with here is your money. There's no safety net here
Right,
for foreign people. So make sure you have your budget sound tight. We came after we had worked for 43 years, you know, so we had a pension, everything was sound to go. So we didn't have to work here. Not that you cannot come here and work, but we had that all set up. So make sure that you're sound financially. You don't want to be one of these retirees out panhandling for money because you can't afford to live here. And so make sure that's locked on tight. And that's really blessed us. And we have a budget. We live by a budget. Learn to live on a budget.
Okay, guys, thanks so much, and take care, everyone. Thank you for watching. Bye.
Bye-bye.